Daban!
Goedendag!
Hello!
Hi.
The Netherlands is on our mind. We have left the arcade and we are headed to Eurovision 2020. Where?
In the Netherlands.
Yeah, we don't know what city. A number of cities want to host the song contest next year, and we've got to talk about some of the frontrunners. Are you ready? Let's do this! Thank you so much. This is actually really exciting. It's been what, 44 years since the Netherlands won, and they are going mad.
It's one of my most visited countries, actually. I've been to the Netherlands about 40 times.
I've been to Amsterdam literally 20 times.
Yeah,
I love it. I love the vibe. People speak English. They're very welcoming. There's a great variety of food. It's just hospitable. You feel safe.
It just looks picturesque.
Yeah. Beautiful, progressive. As an LGBT
Tolerant,
traveler, yeah,
welcoming.
I want to go somewhere tolerant, and it's just a very tolerant place. I've never felt out of
And
place.
it goes beyond the LGBT.
Oh God, yes.
Even attitudes to recreational drugs, not that I take them, but it's just an environment of ease and freedom.
The people who we know from the Netherlands, our own Dutch bloggers, are always just so open. Now look, we need to talk about which city should host. The number one kind of city bandied about is Amsterdam.
And that is where I'm pledging my support, keeping it real. I've been to Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Den Haag, Arnhem, Utrecht, Breda.
Tilburg, honey!
Tilburg I've been to. Yeah, it's, I'm sorry. Eurovision is a world-class event, which should be held in a world-class city. There's no point pushing this out to some hinterland. Let Amsterdam take the heat. Also, Amsterdam is home to the Ziggo Dome, which actually...
It's big.
It's huge, babe. It's huge. 17,000 seated people.
Yeah. They've welcomed, what, Katy Perry, Rihanna...
Everyone. Even Madonna has performed at the Ziggo Dome.
I don't know if you want to say that given recent events. No, yeah, it's massive. The thing is, the tourist board has pointed out that Amsterdam is already massively popular with tourists. It's struggling to accommodate those tourists. I mean, this is a tourist town, and they're struggling to accommodate all the tourists because there's so many visitors. So from their perspective, they would like to see Eurovision hosted elsewhere to showcase more of the country. So make this a boost for the nation. Amsterdam, let's say it's at capacity. There's so many other amazing cities you can visit. No matter where Eurovision is held in the Netherlands, because the transport system is so good, you can still go visit Amsterdam. You can still go see the beautiful canals, the sights, etc.
Let me just stop you there, because Bob and Sarah want to have their stag night. You're going to relegate me to some armpit for 2.5 weeks.
I don't want to be at Eurovision having to deal with Bob and Sarah falling off a beer bike into the canal.
Babes, Bob and Sarah can go to Eindhoven. Listen, the reality is, Schiphol is 15 minutes from Amsterdam Centraal. Have it in Amsterdam. Let people come to Amsterdam. You know, having Eurovision in Amsterdam would actually be great because non-Eurovision people would visit. Because, oh yeah, it's combining killing two stones, or killing killing two birds with one stone.
The Dutch Tourism Board points out it wants Eurovision to be more than just pictures of Amsterdam canals and tulips at a market in Amsterdam.
Great,
they want to
organized
showcase all of Holland, all of the Netherlands. Forgive me, I know a lot of people are sensitive on the wiwibloggs YouTube channel about us saying Holland.
Oh yeah, because Flevoland is not Holland, but
But in their own tourist materials, they say Holland often. Which is why people on the outside...
The Hollander Herald.
Exactly.
Then, you know what? Organize media and fan tours to visit these sort of sheep fields. Honestly, and the windmills. Honestly, it needs to be Amsterdam.
Can I just point out, from Schiphol Airport, you can get to Rotterdam. From Schiphol Airport, you can get to, let me wait for it, Leeuwarden. In the north. You can get, it's only 2.5 hours. So
that's considerable.
Once you're there, do you actually leave that much? If you're a member of the Eurovision press, no. If you're visiting for 2 or 3 days, no.
Sorry,
So once you're there, you're fine. It's convenient.
So somebody who's visited 15, 16 Eurovision editions, with all due respect, this is Dusseldorf 2.0.
Dusseldorf was great. My favorite. That was my favorite edition.
It was awful.
My favorite edition.
Give me a key city. I don't want to deal with these farm fields.
Listen,
honestly, this is Dance Melody Grand Prix all over again, happening in Horsens and Herning.
Okay, let's talk about some of the other cities. Rotterdam is a huge one that comes up. This is a major international port.
Yeah, I'm going to be arriving by boat.
Beautiful seafront. In recent years, they opened up a grand food hall. It's been much talked about. Condé Nast Traveler, all of the
life-changing.
Rotterdam is very trendy. Why don't you expand your horizons? Why don't you expand your horizons and realize the Netherlands has a lot to offer outside of Amsterdam? Rotterdam is a modern city, symbolizes, I don't know, Dutch kind of growth, Dutch progression, evolution. The Netherlands, of course, has historically been a major nation of exploration. New Amsterdam, that was what New York was called. Dutch explorers, Dutch shipmen, and Rotterdam was a hub of that. Yeah, again, it kind of is similar to Portugal, celebrating the sea navigation of the past,
except the Portuguese were smart enough to put it in Lisbon.
In any case, what I'm saying is Rotterdam is very easy to access. There are multiple flights, for instance, from London every single day. It's a cool city.
Considerably less in terms of connectivity. Yes, it may be reasonably connected to London. Actually, it's not even that well connected to London.
You can fly to Amsterdam because the train from Schiphol will go straight to Rotterdam.
You know what?
You can go straight there.
Via Amsterdam, so why not just dock off it?
No. The train goes,
it starts from Amsterdam.
Fly in Amsterdam.
Starts from Amsterdam.
And then it's easy as the... Oh, by the way, Rotterdam has the Ahoy. The Ahoy. This has hosted the MTV EMAs. This has hosted Junior Eurovision. This has hosted International World Gymnastics Championships.
So clearly it doesn't need that spotlight.
Clearly it has the infrastructure to host Eurovision is my point.
It doesn't need that spotlight. It blows my mind actually, because there's a wee blogger in Amsterdam who you stay with all the time.
He's moving back to London.
Oh, is he?
And he often tells me just fly into Rotterdam and come see me in Amsterdam because the flights are cheaper. People, look, the Netherlands is not as big as the United States. This is not like traveling from Los Angeles to New York. The Netherlands is so well, there's that triangle, Rotterdam, Amsterdam, Utrecht, right? In that golden triangle, you can get everywhere. One of my best friends lives there. He says he parties with people from Utrecht. He parties with people from Rotterdam because they're all in the golden triangle.
You know what? You might as well have it in Bonaire then. Or Aruba. It's still part of the Netherlands.
Aruba is not in the golden triangle. You are silly. You are silly.
Honestly, William, I'm so sick of, when something huge like Eurovision docks, you've fought very hard. Duncan Lawrence worked so hard.
No one doubts that.
And then you've won this prestigious competition. Put in your best city.
Your best city, that is subjective.
I don't want...
Best known? Perhaps. But best city, that's a huge value judgment. I don't think most Dutchies would appreciate that.
Don't use my 2 weeks to showcase your village.
This isn't about you.
You know what? It's about
the Netherlands.
Honestly, it needs to be in Amsterdam.
Listen, can we keep going?
It needs to be in Amsterdam. It really does need to be in Amsterdam.
Let's talk about another city, Den Haag. Beautiful city.
Oh yeah,
gorgeous.
Yeah, you know what?
It's the legislative capital.
And it's
the court of justice. The court of justice there.
It's also the home of the Royal Netherlands Ballet.
Stunning.
I've been there several times.
Stunning.
It is still secondary.
My concern with Den Haag is the venue. I think it's isn't it more like a exhibition center? It's hosted before, I get that, but I don't think the Palace of Peace or whatever is as appropriate.
No. And I suppose the Netherlands Dance Theatre could be used as the press centre. Listen, the reality is these cities are very much secondary.
There's nothing wrong with that. In the UK, we've had it in Brighton. We've had it, outside of London.
We've had it in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Big mistake. I'm sorry, Brighton goes down in history, Dana International, etc. People don't...
It's a televised...
Exactly.
It's a televised event.
Exactly.
If we have it in your living room, it doesn't really matter who...
I'm about to seize the moment. It's a televised event. What people see is the arena, the stage. It doesn't matter where you're partying. It doesn't matter if you're with Bob and Cindy. It doesn't matter what you're doing in your free time. What matters is you got a press center, you got an arena, bam. And you can do it anywhere.
It does lock people for at least a fortnight. And do you know what?
I'm sorry, most people don't go to Eurovision for 2 weeks. The vast majority of people who go to Eurovision go for the day, a few days. They're not crazies like us who were there for 15 or 16.
But it's still a week-long event, William. You know, like, the first semi-final is on a Tuesday.
Yeah, and as I say, most people don't stay for the full week. Okay, most people can't take off time to work to go party with Eurostars. Let's talk about Leeuwarden. Leeuwarden, European Capital of Culture 2018, largest cattle market in the Netherlands, honey. Okay, on Ascension Day, they have one of the largest flower markets in the Netherlands, okay?
Okay, you know what?
Yes,
you know what?
Cattle. Yes, flowers.
You know what? Now I know you're just humoring me, because at one point I thought you were serious.
No, I am serious.
For you to bring up Leeuwarden, I now know that this is just a joke.
My top pick is Rotterdam, if I'm totally honest.
My top pick is
I want to see
Amsterdam.
a new part of the Netherlands.
Actually,
however, can we not just discount these places because they're small? The fact that it was a European capital of culture, I learned a lot about it. It's known for its organic food. It's known for rural heritage, environmental sustainability. There's a lot. You know what? Their theme when they were European capital of culture, along with Valletta Malta, was Dare to Dream. Dare to Dream. It's written in the stars. You know one of their most famous residents? Matahari, which sounds like Matahari from Bosnia 2006. There's so many Eurovision
that
connections.
sounds like Atari.
It does.
You know what? If I want organic food, I'll go to Albert Heijn. If I want specialist organic food, I'll go to De Bijenhof.
Leeuwarden, honey.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? The reality is, I actually said earlier that Amsterdam's my favorite pick. It's not my favorite pick. It's my only pick. It's the only city.
Devin, you've been there like a million times. Yeah. Expand your horizons. Eurovision
but I've been
in
to all these
concert.
other cities.
Eurovision in concert has brought the die-hard Eurovision fans who go to Eurovision have been to Eurovision in concert multiple times in Amsterdam. Do they really want to go back again for 2 weeks? What I'm saying is...
We'll go to Curaçao. We're done.
Too far. It's too
we'll go
far.
To
Shout out to that beautiful Eurovision fan who I met from Curaçao at Eurovision in concert, whose screen name is YNTHXIA, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she flew all the way from Curaçao to Eurovision in concert.
That's good.
Point of story is, Eurovision in concert, in a way, owns Amsterdam, and like they've highlighted it for many years. I think it's time other cities are able to get in on the gig. Spread the love.
I'm over it.
I can tell.
You know, it's like this annual debate. Is it Lviv? Is it Kiev? It becomes Kiev.
Oh,
is it Lisbon? Is it Lisbon? Is it Porto? Is it...
Porto would have been amazing too.
Nah, Lisbon. Thank you.
I'm sorry, there's not been a Eurovision that you've been miserable at. Tell me. At the past 10 editions, is there one that you really hated because of the location?
Dusseldorf.
Why?
2011.
Why? Tell me.
I'm sorry. It just did not light my fire. Was that a different edition?
Go on holiday on your own time, okay? You're at Eurovision to cover Eurovision, alright? If you want to go see the Eiffel Tower, you go to Paris this weekend. You don't go during Eurovision. I ain't giving you a high five. What I'm saying is, you need to open your heart to Leeuwarden, baby. I'm just kidding. I don't necessarily want to go to Leeuwarden, but I want to experience a different part of the Netherlands. For me, my vote is
I think
Rotterdam.
you get a kick out of landing in a city and then taking a regional, shuttle for several hours in some hooved up, Volkswagen. I'm over it.
One of my favorite places I've been to recently is Kotar in Montenegro.
Oh, love it!
Yeah, I flew into Tivat and had to drive for an hour. But you know what? It was worth it, because once I was there, it was amazing.
I flew into Podgorica.
Leeuwarden is only 2.5 hours away by train direct from Schiphol.
Considerable.
You can work on the blog on the train.
Considerable.
You can film an interview on the train. In any case,
on a
that's
Eurovision
what
train.
we think. What do you think? What are your personal frontrunners for Eurovision 2020? Do you see a scenario in which Eurovision does not take place in Amsterdam? Do you think Rotterdam's a better choice? Or should the Dutch be even more adventurous when they're going through the bids and choose something out there?
Our journey to the Netherlands continues. It starts early, so follow us on multiple social media platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, YouTube, Tumblr, Facebook.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Bye!